Hello and welcome to Jan's Sewing Suit Reviews. I'm going to be showing you 9 suits in the new Kashmir range. These are replicas of Faraz Mannan and also Sapphire that I'm aware of. Okay, this first one that I'm about to show you is Faraz Mannan replica. And these suits are just absolutely gorgeous. I can't even begin to tell you how nice they are. And the fabric is lawn, pure lawn, beautiful for this kind of weather. I should be doing a review outside because it's just absolutely perfect. So if you want to see the pictures of these suits close up, and also if you want an in-depth review of the suit itself, written details, then I will write a small piece on the forum and also upload all the pictures and also upload all videos related to the sewing and so on, with links taking you to sewing each one of these suits as and when I go about sewing them. To be honest, all these 9 pieces, I don't feel like parting with them, and I do feel like sewing each and every one of them, and I don't know when I'm going to wear them and how I'm going to wear them because my wardrobe is just going to end up bursting. But they are so beautiful that I can't even begin to tell you. And I'm not just saying that, I actually mean it, and you will see that for yourself as I go on to do the in-depth reviews of each of the suits. Okay, so we'll start off with simpler stuff. The salwar with this particular suit is design number 1, is butter cream cotton, and dupatta is also butter cream with beautiful peach floral. Is pure chiffon, and you know what, the quality of the stuff, you can tell with the dupattas that they are not, there's no deviance in these at all. They're very finely edged and they are just perfect. And these are dupattas that stay on the head. That's another question that I had from one of the viewers, and it's a really nice soft feel to the dupatta. So the dupatta and salwar over and done with. And then going on to the kameez, it's got a piece attached for the sleeves, and we're actually looking at the wrong side, or are we looking at the right side? You can't even tell the right and wrong on this. Okay, that is the right side. This is the sleeves. They're attached on. What you would do is tear it away at the sleeve and then pre-soak it and shrink it and so on. The kameez, it has this piece for, let's have a look at the photo. Okay, this is the back of the kameez. It's a print, and then this is the front of the kameez. Okay, you've got the slight bit of stripy lines, and then here you would attach the neck piece and also the embroidery, and you've got fabric like this for the daman. You've got all the trims and so on, and you've got quite a big consignment of embroidery. So this embroidery goes on the daman. This is what the neckline is made of. It's entirely up to you. You can actually trim away and use that on the daman and use those florals around the neckline. You can play around with this however you wanted. So I actually, you know, it's a gorgeous color. They've used it on the trouser as well. Personally, I'd like to make the trouser plain, and it's such a beautiful print, such a beautiful color, you know, it's not in your face, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so this is suit number 1. It's I actually went on to Faraz Mannan website, and I had a look at a glimpse preview of these suits, and I tell you, the way they'd stitched them, I wasn't impressed with them at all. Okay, so this is the nice bright green color, very summery color. You know, with the weather the way it is today, I would love to have worn this. And you know, my daughter-in-law saw this dupatta and she was like, wow, it's so pretty, I want it, you know. And just look at the prints on it, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, what I would suggest is, you know, if you bought a suit like this, And even if you wore the suit out, the dupatta, I would keep this, and then in winter I would make a bottle green suit with that and pipe it up, and I'd wear it, you know, over and over again. Honestly, it's just so gorgeous. Okay, the salwar is print. That's the salwar. The kameez, and I tell you, the gorgeous embroidery on this is beyond words. How well this embroidery is done, I can't even begin to tell you. It's just absolutely perfect. It's got some paper backing. I would just soak this and take away the paper backing, and then burn out the excess edges, and you know, and I tell you, if I worn the summer suit out, I would take the neckline off as well. I would save all the trims from this and make myself I don't know, make myself a winter suit and use these little bits on merino, and oh my god, I don't know, my brain just goes haywire when I start thinking. Anyway, this would be the back of the kameez, as the picture indicates. Yeah, or have they got the, yeah, and then they've used the neckline on the front, and again they've actually slightly thingied on the salwar. Personally, I wouldn't mind a white salwar with this, because, or one of the other colors, maybe even make two dresses and, you know, not make the salwar out of the print, because it's just too much. But I don't know, just look at that, it's absolutely gorgeous. I would just pay the price just for the neck. It's so pretty. It's so pretty that, you know, my words cannot describe how pretty that embroidery is. Anyway, that's suit number. I'm going to keep going on. This video is going to be mighty long by the time I've finished, because these suits, I tell you, they do deserve the praises. This is number 3. This is outfit number 3. Again, it's a faraz mannan replica. And the colour on this is just gorgeous. Dusky pink. No, not a dusky pink. A rose pink. Rose pink. Salwar and dupatta. Again, this dupatta is just luxurious. You know, I look at this and I think I've got pure grip in this colour, and I would love to just make like a suit out of the pure grip, just plain, and wear this dupatta with it. It's just gorgeous, because these dupattas are pure chiffon, and that's the picture. And then for the kameez, you've got very fine embroidery, beautifully done, and all that needs is burning out perfectly. And I'll tell you, you know, in my time of doing so many reviews on so many different suits, and I feel actually quite disappointed with all the ones that I've sewn in the past, because half the time, you know, this embroidery that comes, right, is so difficult to take off and then reattach on, but this is just perfect. Okay, so what we've got is that would be the back of the kameez, and then you've got sleeves, ample fabric to sew in any size. And you know what, mums and aunties, you deserve this. I tell you, it's just such a lovely colour, and it'd be a suit to wash and wear in weather like this. Okay, suit number 4 is not for the aunties, it's more for the daughter-in-laws. This is one of the brightest ones, but it's a gorgeous colour. Beautiful vibrant pink, and dupatta is again, look at that print. Oh, just gorgeous. Very bright colours, but you know what, it depends on the wearer. I know certain people who would carry this off beautifully. I would like to, there's one customer of mine who loves colours like this, and actually send her the picture and say, right, this is definitely for you. Unless you beat her to it. That's the sleeves. The back, you've got a beautiful centerpiece for the back, and then again this is for the front, and what you've got is, even though it looks very fussy and very bright, this is one of those suits that I did for my daughter-in-law, and when that's trimmed out and the neckline is finished off, this will be just so classy and so unique. Now the picture with this is, shows it exactly like the way it is, you know, gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Even though it looks very colourful, I tell you, you know, when it's stitched, it would just be out of this world. Now this one, I tell you, my daughter-in-law really fell in love with this one. It was, just look at the dupatta first. It's like the summer's really come. Oh, you need weather like this, I'll tell you. Weather like this and outgoing personalities who'd wear these suits. And okay, that's the salwar. And then the kameez, you've got sleeves, beautiful work, floral print on them, nice print on the back with a border, and then the front has got all over embroidery, and this embroidery is so unique and so perfect. It's like a chain stitch, or no, cross stitch embroidery it is, and you know, nicely done up neckline, cross stitch embroidery all the way on the daman. And then what you do is you take this off and you apply it to the bottom, give it a little bit of weight on the daman, finish it off with beautiful work on the jacks, and you've got a suit that beats any designer suit. Suit number 6. This one was 5. So suit number 6. That one bag. Again, this is a faraz mannan replica, and if you want to see these on their website, you're most welcome to go and have a look. But I actually didn't like the way they were portrayed. I absolutely loved these. In comparison to those, I think you've got a far better thing over here than, you know, and you're paying like double or 3 times the amount of money. Very subtle grey colour, silvery grey salwar, kameez, you've got the heavier grey part with the peach embroidery all over that you would take out and stitch around onto the kameez, and then you've got exactly same type of floral, but this would go on the back of the kameez, and you've got the daman, and then you've got sleeves, and you've got ample fabric to play around with and create your borders the way you wanted. So what they've got, this one, they've got like a tight-fitting trouser. I know some of them they've gone and created like some of them they've gone and created some of them they've created it on the ponche, which I'm not really overly keen on. But again, you would cut these and you would pre-soak them prior to stitching them, and it's a very fine lawn, definitely warm weather clothes. Okay, outfit number 7. Just give you a little bit of an in-depth look on just the embroidery. And if this embroidery doesn't wow you, I mean, I've come across many works on necklines and so on, but this fine embroidery and this beautifully done is absolutely immaculate. Even expensive suits, I've not seen this much you know, cleanliness. The standard of this embroidery is absolutely exceptional, and the suit itself, you can see just how well that looks. My description, my words actually cannot really do justice to it. Let's take that away. Now with this suit, what you've got is, this was one of those that we haven't actually bothered opening. I can't believe we've not gone and opened this. It was one of the nicest suits. Just look at the dupatta. Just the colour shades are amazing. And again, you know, I can't even begin to tell you how surprised I am at the quality of the dupattas alone. Generally, when prints like this get done on machines, the fabric moves so much that you get so much. Either I'm very fortunate and I've got the first batch, and these are you know, the cut-offs which are really good, or all the standard will be this good. Hopefully they'll all be that good. Now that's the salwar. I am a little bit cautious on the salwars. I would have preferred to have plain salwars, but they're not heavy, you know, they're not like in your face or anything. That's for the sleeves. Then you've got full print for the back, and you've got the plain centerpiece for the front, and you've got the side panels which are print, and then you've got these pieces you'd cut off and reattach as borders and so on. So where it's empty over here, you would fine cut the neckline and attach it and finish this off in the beautiful way that this has come. The flowers actually really complement the patterns on the sides, and it's such a perfectly formulated and blended suit that they've really done it justice. Okay, so 2 outfits to go. This one again is a faraz mannan replica. Such a delicate, lovely colours. And again, if you want to see the close-up of the photos and so on, then I would suggest visiting the forum, because I generally upload all the pictures onto there, and the quality of the photos on there is exceptional. So you will be, you know, normally I scan the images and put them on there, and they are of very high quality. That's the dupatta. Now with this, you have white salwar. I tend to wear a lot of whites, so maybe this is me. Maybe. Maybe. Although personally I like some of the other colours. Front. Okay. And what we missed out on was again the neckline. Just look at the quality of the neckline on this, and I will have to stitch some of these because I really want to show just what you can do with these suits and how well they will come out. So this is the top portion of the neckline. This will get burnt and get attached on, and you know, it's just amazingly pretty. The only way you're going to really get the actual result of these is when these are finished. You can tell that the whole bottom has been done when the neckline is attached on here, and you know, the whole outfit is finished off, and it's all down to the perfection in sewing. I mean, sewing, you know, buy a suit and put your heart and soul into it, and then forget, you know, if you spend a day, rather than spending like £100 on a suit and then paying, you know, or £50–60 on a suit and then going and paying someone to go and spoil it for you, I would say invest in your time. Get a membership for £10 for a month and learn the skills, and those skills will stay with you for a lifetime. and you know, you'll have that joy of wearing these and making them yourself. Now the final one, this is a replica of sapphire, and if you saw the original of sapphire I did a couple of weeks ago, the quality of the fabric is marginally different, but this is again is very nice and soft. And actually this is looks wise, it actually even outdoes sapphire. I mean, if you remember, I was saying that I was in love with this suit when we got it in the sapphire range. Now I actually sold out of this particular design, and now I'm highly tempted to actually stitch this one. Beautiful, beautiful colors, nice embroidery. It's not a rough embroidery, it's one that you can really wash and wear. If you live in countries like cold countries like here in the UK, then what you can do, if you're afraid that this is gonna like stick or something, you can make a very fine like out dupatta material type of chemise, but this isn't see-through. You'd probably just wear it like this. With lawn, a lot of the time you do have a problem that it sticks. I mean, like the one that I'm wearing, I bought these from Pakistan and I actually had them stitched there, and there's nothing like your own stitching. I mean, I was in a rush, so I had them stitched, and today I've worn it and I actually need to get it all fixed again before it's wearable. So you know, with these type of clothes you do need a finishing touch. Follow the instructions the way I teach you to do them and you can't go wrong. I'll tell you, not only will you get the wear out of them, you'll never want to throw them away. I remember this one instance where I'd actually stitched something for someone, and I'm sorry if I seem like I'm boasting, but I don't mean to boast. This is just a general observation, general comment that you know, people often make. And I'd stitched something for her, and sometimes people are reluctant to pay if you're like charging you know, where you could go and get a suit stitched for like £8-10. I would not stitch anything for £10-12, and the reason is I put my heart and soul into it, and if I'm going to put my time into it, I would charge for it. But then that customer might have the one-off from me, but they will, you know, they will value it and they will safekeep it, and you know, will never want to part with it. And the talk started on that fact that you know, this one customer of mine, she'd had something stitched, and she was saying that even though I'd worn and worn and worn, I never wanted to get rid of it because, you know, because the fitting was so perfect that she felt comfortable in it. And even though it seemed like, you know, it's like when I go to my wardrobe and there'll be that odd piece that I would be very comfortable with, and I would keep going back and wearing that. And generally where that happens is when you do put the extra bit of effort. So if you hastily stitch something, then chances are that you're most likely not going to wear it again. But if you put a little bit effort into making, then I guarantee you, you will be wearing that again and again and again. So put a little bit effort into it, and you know, get the full joy of wearing the outfits. This is what I intend to do with these. I'm going to shrink most of these, and inshallah most of these I will be doing tutorials. Now, just a point to bear in mind, I have a lot of customers from America who regularly ask me, and I haven't got a rep there. So if you're interested, you can email me and I can forward you details of my rep there, and she would be happy to send you out any of the outfits that I do reviews on. So they do get shipped out to her as well, and hopefully that will cut down your costs of, rather than exporting from UK to or India to you, then she can import, you know, export, she can parcel off whatever couple of pieces or quite a few pieces that you buy. I do hope that many of you take this opportunity to purchase these beautiful suits and then go on to join me in the making of these pretty suits as well. Now, stocks are generally limited, and we actually, my job is to review the suits, give you the benefits, give the ups and the downs of the suit, and then if you're interested, I go on to reorder these in the amounts that we require, and providing they're still available, then we will dispatch them to you. Sometimes delivery can take like 12 to 14 days, so please bear with us, and inshallah the sooner you order, the more chances that your suit will be reserved and put away for you and will be dispatched after you. So that's just some of the previews of these suits. Join me again, where I will be sharing with you some of my wonderful Baroque suits that I don't want to part with, and I want to actually stitch each and every one of those. I must be going through that phase in my life where I'm getting older, and my craze for, I never had this craze for clothing before. I don't know why. It must be the midlife crisis where I want to actually make everything and keep it for myself. Anyway, no harm in that. I think of it this way, that at least I stitch it all myself and it doesn't cost me anything, and I can do a good job on it and wear it off proudly and show it to all my customers. I suppose that's my justification, to show it and share it with all you guys, that what these beautiful suits come out like. I'm sure if you've seen my Gold Rush suit, what an exceptional beautiful suit that was. And if you haven't seen it, then I would say rush off to my forum and have a preview of that and order it today, because I have got very limited stock of those, and you know, those suits are just amazingly beautiful. So anyway, I'm sure you're going to join me in the making of the Baroque Volume 3 suits, which I am going to start off with straight after this video. In the meantime, I'm going to be taking all these back up and soaking each and every one of them, and then bringing them back, and hopefully getting all these made and wearing and sharing with you. So take care, and love you and leave you for now.